So what I've found is a couple of foreign men hanging around a park this time of the morning. Just over there. I've zoomed in as far as I can, doing whatever it is they're fucking doing. So just something else to highlight. A friend of mine had 2 motorbikes stolen of her children's. It's all over Facebook, it's all over everywhere. They know exactly who it is. Area. Looks like someone's been having a fire here. You don't have a fire in the park. Well, the kids are off school, so they're going to be setting fire to shit. That could have set fire to this bush or anything. Good morning, YouTube. Another hot, sunny day on a Friday. It's Friday. That was a shit impression of the Bee Gees. Anyway. In high spirits this morning. I hope everybody's feeling okay on these hot sunny days. Make sure you moisturise. No, make sure you drink plenty of water and keep yourself hydrated. I'm just taking a walk round to see what's going on. I'll see you in a minute. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now. I just thought I'd take a walk down the park and see what Town Estate are up to today. I think they're just mowing the grass and getting the village ready for the weekend. Now, during the football the other day, they had a little bit of a problem. Looks like someone's been having a fire here. You don't have a fire in the park. Well, the kids are off school, so they're going to be setting fire to shit. That could have set fire to this bush or anything. And this is the problems that fucking Town Estates face, you know what I mean? The fucking idiots setting fire to things in this sort of weather especially. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, they're cutting the grass ready for the weekend and everything. Now, last night there was a council meeting, Ronan Brown's first scrutiny meeting. There was Councillor Pip Holnett, Sarah Cox and the rest of them were there, all asking questions, and a thing about HMOs actually popped up. Let me just turn it round a little bit so you can see me better. And here's a little clip of what was said about HMOs. Now, people mistakenly sort of identify that it's Melton Borough Council that makes up the HMO issues in Melton Mowbray. It's not. It's environmental health that make the decision on whether to take the planning permission for HMOs and stuff like that. Now, we've got something called Section 4. Just take a look at this clip. Listen to what's said. Ronan Brown obviously tries to explain to Councillor Pip Holnett exactly what the situation is, but I don't think he quite gets it. But just take a look and let me know what you think.
Yeah. Councillor Holnett, I think, is next.
Very quickly, I noticed on the portfolio holdings, the portfolio holder for landlord services, that's Councillor Lumley, has got private sector housing licensing for HMOs. Now, obviously, licensing per se is not an executive function because we have a licensing committee, but we don't license HMOs, do we? So can you just explain what this particular role is to do?
Yeah, we do license HMOs. We have a small number of licensed HMOs which we look at, and under the new Tenants' Rights Act on HMOs, etc., there's been some new burdens money where we'll be expected to go in and inspect those houses of multiple occupation, whatever they may be. So it could be an exempt housing association, could be a private landlord, etc. With regards all of that. So we do have that. Also, as well as we're looking at HMOs, and we're seeing an increase in applications for houses of multiple occupation and what they're being used for, etc. Which also there's going to be a piece of work also done which complements into children's homes, etc. As well as how we manage, look at them, etc. Which Councillor Pritchard's leading on. So it is an important piece of work, and we need to make sure that if you have HMOs, they're in the right places and they're complying with the regulations around health and safety, fire regs, etc., etc. So those new burdens are coming on.
Sorry, you've missed me a bit here. At the moment, we don't license HMOs, do we?
Yeah.
No. What licenses do we grant?
We inspect anything that's over 3 units. Yeah, we do.
No. What I'm saying is this: when it comes to a planning application, that's separate, isn't it? That's a planning issue. But if a private company buys a house and converts it and converts it through the planning process, they the license that's granted is granted by who is granting the license within this council.
Environmental services.
So but does it go to a committee?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Right.
So it does, but it doesn't necessarily, does it, Director?
It's delegated decision. I can share with you the information that we have on our website regarding houses in multiple occupation, if that would be helpful.
In this context, is it a cabinet portfolio holder's decision or not?
We're not making the decision on who gets a HMO. What we're looking at is the condition and standard of the houses of multiple occupation. Okay.
My point
on the Renters' Rights Act.
That it's as with a shop that's got to have certain standards. That's a sort of routine administrative task. But we mustn't give the impression that this council can say yes or no in principle to an HMO, because we can't.
We're not saying that. It's more about the standard of accommodation, and some of the standards of accommodation, councillor, are poor, and I welcome what the Labour government has done around the Renters' Rights Act, which the previous government had done, because we need to make sure people are living in decent conditions, that they're not damp, they're not mouldy, they've got the adequate heating, etc. That's all this is about. And the rest of the private rented sector is now under more stringent inspection regimes, which so it's making sure we're not missing any private rented accommodation.
Right. Well, the reason why I'm asking the question is because obviously Councillor Lumley made it a big piece of his statement at the annual meeting and at the special meeting about the influx of HMOs, and that was related not to the sort of thing that you've mentioned, but obviously to immigration and illegal immigration at that. Now, the impression is being given that somehow the council can prevent that, but we can't. What we're talking about is the standard of housing in the private sector, which has been rotten for years. You know, from Rachmanism onwards, long before you were born, if I may say so. So we must make certain that Councillor Lumley does not think that he's going to prevent HMOs for migrants, because I have an application in my ward for an HMO, which we're resisting for different reasons. But the point is this we mustn't run away, because there are people out there, the public, who think that this council can prevent HMOs. And I want you to be very clear in saying publicly that we can't do that.
I've not said that we can prevent it. Nobody has said that. We have a regulatory obligation to make sure people are living in decent accommodation. It'd be completely remiss of us to just leave out one group of private housing and then hammer all the other landlords if that's the case. And we had a confidential briefing this week to which I can't go into, which we can share with you, just around the very small number of HMOs that this borough actually has, right? And I did that for a particular reason, to make sure that that's, and if we need be, we can put that into the public domain under the right circumstances. I'm more than happy to do that to show the public. I work
was
in the
Councillor Lumley privy to that?
He was privy to that.
Well, I'm very pleased, because the statements he's made in this council chamber contradict what you just said.
But Councillor Lumley, like anybody in this room, can make their own political statements and judgments. I'm not there to dictate to people. There's nothing to do within the rules, etc. But what I'm concerned about, and also as a housing professional, is to make sure that we have the best standard of housing in the borough. And that's what this is all about. And I agree with you, private sector housing of all sorts has been one area that's why we have homelessness lists, because people are having to move out of accommodation because it's not adequate, it's damp, it hasn't got the right heating, the electrics aren't right, etc. This is just one small part of a bigger picture of looking at the private rented sector, and it needs to be looked at, because I work for an organisation that has HMOs. I work with other housing associations, and they don't always comply with it, and they have to be registered. And I'm just dealing with a property I have in Scotland, where I've had to go through a complete regime of where I've got 7 tenants in the property, and the council have quite rightly pointed out that certain things like insulation and stuff like that aren't adequate, and we have to do it, and that is completely responsible of our authority to do it. So we should be doing the same, and that's what it's about. So if you've got a personal issue with Council Lumley, that's between yourselves, but it won't be on my watch that people are doing anything untoward other than whatever their political beliefs are. That's entirely up to them.
Sorry, Councillor Glancy.
Thank you. Okay. I'd like to come back to planning. Sorry, just to recap. We'd already embarked, I say, over the past 18 months on a plan to improve planning by involving an outside agency. I shan't say the name.
So what I've found is a couple of foreign men hanging around a park this time in the morning. Just over there. I've zoomed in as far as I can, doing whatever it is they're fucking doing. This time of the morning. Which I think is a little odd behaviour. But I'm going to take a walk around anyway and see what's going on. See you in a minute. So just something else to highlight. A friend of mine had 2 motorbikes stolen of her children's. It's all over Facebook, it's all over everywhere. They know exactly who it is. I'm not going to mention the names, just head over to Facebook and it won't be hard to find. 2 other kids' motorbikes are stolen and she wants them back. Now, they've got an idea of where they are, but it seems that the police have done absolutely what is known as fuck all about it. She wants them bikes back and people have been trying to make them too hot to handle. There's been a lot of bikes that have been stolen. It's always the same person when this person's out of prison. Again, no names, because I don't deem it fair. But is it fair to steal someone's fucking bike? No. Anyway, what did you think to the clip with Pip Holnett and Ronan Brown from Melton Borough Council about HMOs? All I can say is, what was it I was going to say? That was it. I fucking told you so. It's basically been 100% confirmed. But as I said, people need to stop mistaking the councillors and things like that. It's not them who are in control of it, it's Home Office, it's Serco and things like that that are actually in control of it. The council get very little fucking say. There are some things they can do, obviously if it's done through environmental health and things like that, then there are some things they can do which is being looked into. But hey, do you want them living next door to you or in your area, near a park where kids play and everything else? Maybe learning English near a library or near a school or near a college or something like that. Is that what you want? Well, that's what you fucking got. Is that what you voted for? I don't think it was it? This bit of the park looks derelict, overgrown, unused. That's because it is. I can hear police sirens already. Just take you for a quick walk around this area here. This is where a tree's come down, as you can see. It's all taped off. I'm going to be meeting a friend shortly for a cup of coffee when they get into town. But yeah, look how overgrown this is. Because of the amount of work they've got on all around the town estate. This is a bit that's been neglected because it's needed to be. It's basically going to take a lot of work to get this back to what it was. Maybe town estate should be thinking about employing some more people. I don't know what the budget is though. But yeah, it's pretty Desolate, isn't it? Just all overgrown. Nature's reclaiming it. And that's what happens. Now, it is a really warm day, and usually the warm weather brings out the loony left. The lefty loons, whatever you want to call them. That's who it brings out. And this area where I am now used to be a lovely little area. I used to bring my daughter down here to play on this park. She used to play on that park right there. Look how overgrown it is now. It'd be classed as unsafe. All the wood went rotten. That was a little tree house type thing. You can see the frame. Kids loved it down here. I loved it down here. They had a little pavilion in this brick building here. I don't know what it's used for now, but you used to be able to come down here, let your kids go and play on the park, sit over there on the grass with a hot drink or a cold drink of your choice and something to eat, and not have to worry about what's happening with the kids because you knew they were safe. That was a long time ago. That was about 9-10 years ago. Now you have to keep an eye on your kids 24/7 because we've got unchecked male men feeling very horny that finds children attractive and think they can just do whatever they want when they want to do it to whoever. And that's the truth, and people won't like it being said, but the proof is out there. The information's freely available on the internet. It's 100% true. It's not like I'm saying shit without checking it up first, double checking it, triple checking it, you know what I mean? And you can't let your kids out your sight nowadays. It doesn't matter whether you're in Melton, London, Leicester, fucking Bolton, it doesn't matter where you are. It can happen anytime, anywhere. We've got stabbings, and where do people think that the drugs are coming from in Great Britain? Where do they think they're imported from? Yep, you got it, Afghanistan. They're basically taking control. They take control of people, get them addicted to something, they'll do what they say, they can go and do whatever they want when they want to do it. They've got a larger sense of community because of their religion, Islam, the Muslim Brotherhood and everything else. Yeah. Where's that sense of community with British people? Just because we do it differently. We've got self-hating, white, lefty fucking morons like in Leicester last night protesting for Palestine. If you're going to protest for Palestine, fuck off to Palestine and do it, because you're doing absolutely fuck all here. You're no good doing it here. That's absolutely moronic. I'll just stand in the middle of wherever with a fucking flag. It doesn't mean anything. It's not doing anything. You're not helping any cause at all. And it's abhorrent because these people are nasty bastards. Nasty fucking brainwashed lefty fucking idiots is what they are. And I'm only being honest. Let's turn the camera around. I'm going to sit down here, have a nice cold drink of water from my flask that my daughter bought me. I'll show you if you want. She bought me it for Father's Day. 1 second. Oh. Here it is. I might have to give this thing a review. It tells you the temperature of the water. That's 10 degrees at the minute. And I only put water in it. Here's my mate on his bike going to work. Bless him. Works for Uber Eats. Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. Speaks to me all the time and I speak to him all the time. He's a sound bloke, he is. There you go. So the bridge in Redwood Park is finally being fixed, and they spoke about it last night at the council meeting, at the scrutiny meeting, and Ronan Brown has put through certain paperwork to get it moving and everything else, and basically there was backwards and forwards in from both parties saying it was us that did this and it was us that did that, and we take credit for this and we take credit for that. The usual mudslinging party politics going on. Virtue signalling, all the rest of it from the opposite side. And what I actually say to that is, and people wonder what I actually think about this, I was actually asked, just get on with the fucking job and get the bastard fucking bridge fixed so people can go for a walk round the park. It's as plain and as simple as that. I don't give a shit who put what paperwork in, who dipped the fucking toe in the water to see whether it was acidic or not. I don't care. Get it fixed, job done, stop playing games of who did this and who did that. No one cares, they just want the bridge fixed. And it isn't difficult to do, is it? Well, it is difficult, otherwise it would have been a long time ago, so I'm going to correct myself, and I'm the first one to put my hands up when I'm wrong. It's difficult to do, isn't it? So immigration in Melton Mowbray, why is it a problem? Well, there's quite a few reasons as to why it's a problem, and I hope you like the cinematic background I've got here with rear lighting. It's called rimming. No, it's not. But the reason it's a problem is because obviously these men come from different cultures where it's actually okay to treat children and women in a completely different way to what we are accustomed to. And they come over to this country on a boat, entering it illegally. They've broke the law before they've even entered the fucking country. Now it's France and what you call NGOs, so non-governmental organisations that are causing the problems. They keep sending the dinghies backwards and forwards and reusing them whilst you pay for the privilege of having all these immigrants being imported into Great Britain. Now why is it a danger? Well, it's a danger to young children. It's a danger to young children. There's definitely some sort of agenda or replacement theory going on, I'm not sure. But they're coming in their fucking droves. They broke the record the other day for the amount that actually came in on a boat. So what are we supposed to do about it? Well, there's not much we can do about it at the moment. I know Danny Tomo's actually sorting something out and doing all that business. We've got Raise the Colours and they're doing all what they do. But I sort of just think to myself, well, is it a waste of time? Is it time to up sticks and fuck off somewhere else? Now, they'd love that. The government would absolutely love that because they know that they can pay these people £2 an hour to work 40, 60, 80 hours a week. And they'll do it. Because, again, they're from a different culture. They've got different values to us. So what are we supposed to do? We worry for our kids. We worry for our families. We worry every single day. And it's only going to get worse. Now, you know, people are off on holiday soon, and with what's been happening, stabbings left, right and centre that aren't reported, all you have to do is Google it and you can get all the reports of how many there's been in one day. It's a daily occurrence. It's multiple times a day it's happening now. Very worrying times. Now, what is a lefty? Now, people say, what is a lefty? I'm talking about extreme left. I'm not talking about left-leaning people into politics. I've got friends that lean to the left, and with some of their politics I actually agree with. So it's not what I would class as lefties in general. It's what I call far lefties. Soy, drinking, fucking vegan, fucking loving. You know, they say that they love animals and all this sort of stuff, and it's just, let's talk about the far left. Now, they tend to be, you know, people with brightly coloured hair, septum piercings, clear rim glasses, because they haven't got much about them, basically. They like to look alternative, what you call alternative. They're into all this Furby stuff and shit like that. Now, the way I look at it is you've got these people roaming around, and they are what I would call self-hating people. And what I mean by that is basically they just hate anything other than, you know, they hate everything. They hate white British people. That's what they hate. They're racist Nazis. That's basically what they are. And they call the far right, or what they like to label the far right. It's not far right at all. The Nazis and stuff like that. But we all have different politics, but they're usually the first ones to get extreme violence. Now, some of them are vulnerable. They walk around with walking sticks and stuff like that, even though they don't need them. They're your typical type, the ones that have never seen a bar of soap in their life. The only fucking soap they watch is probably, I don't know, EastEnders and things like that, you know, that have turned woke, the woke of woke, if you want to put it like that. And it's annoying. The reason it's annoying is because you try and get through to these people and there's actually no debating with them. They will just come out with, blurt out some bullshit, about global warming or about immigration or about something like that with absolutely no evidence whatsoever. So, for example, now I'm not a supporter of Tommy Robinson, but I've got no problem with him. They turn around and say he's a racist bigot. Yeah, I cannot find one single thing on the internet, any video, anywhere, any column that is written, anything, anywhere, that would be classed as racist. So it's just basically bullshit. They just come out with these made up things in their own head. I mean, for fuck's sake, they think a woman can have a penis. Let's be honest here. You know what I mean? It's got to the stage where they think that a woman can fucking identify as a dustbin. That's how far we've come. And I'm just wondering how much further will it go. I think we could end up in civil war. And I think it's very, very close. And it's very, very worrying, especially if you have children and you've been used to a lifestyle where you have your politics, you get on with the left, you get on with the right, you get on with the centre ground, because there's no talking anymore, there's no debate anymore, there's no cohesive discourse. All they want to do is hoodwink you, lead you down that primrose path to get you to believe anything you want and brainwash you. And because you stop and you do what we call critical thinking and ask why, that one question, why, they fucking hate that question. They don't like it and they try and shut down free speech. That's how it works. Hey, so we're just having a walk up here, guys, up towards the cinema, and see what's going on in town. Now, I'm just going round. We're going to be taking a walk round Betmill Court area and all that area, looking for some stolen bikes and stuff like that. If I do spot anything, I will put it straight on and send it on to the relevant person that's had the bikes taken. But there's 2 people involved, as far as I know, that's actually taken the bikes, and we're just going to see where this lad's going. He's just walking past the Generous Britain with a bag on his back because he looks rather suspicious. I've got a mate behind me drinking a cold fucking coffee, you disgusting man. So where's he off to? I bet he's off to Thorpe Road End, because that's where all the HMOs are. Definitely not a local. Are you local? And we're going that way anyway. And again, we're straight across the road from the police station. The police station, sir. Always getting in the back of a van. That's a new way of getting in. It's too warm for me. I'll tell you that for free. I'll tell you that for free, I will. So here we are up near New Street, Betmill Court area. We're looking for these motorbikes. Apparently they're fucking about a lot. The people have hidden them. What? Hey? Oh.
I didn't be under that.
Can we stop, please? So we're just going to take a walk round and see what we can see. That's all I can do. Now, I've been for a ride round this morning, Bayswater Road area and all that lot, and haven't seen much. We'll go up the back here. In this lovely area. Now, we will take a full tour of the place and have a look around and everything, but I mean, there's not a lot else you can do other than do this, and that's it. We'll walk through Greenslade, down Bentley Street, because we know that this is where most of Milton's crime actually is, if you want to put it like that. That's random as fuck, isn't it? Just sat on a wall on a council estate. Yeah. Why?
They'll never go on the top of that fucking area around there, will they?
Nah, doubt it, mate. Very, very much doubt it. It's cool under here, isn't it? I used to live in that top flat up there. That very top one there, look. that one. It was ideal for me. That was. It's dark. Hey?
I could do so much here.
I know, tell me about it. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Communal gardens, mate. Bringing everybody out to socialise them. Yeah, better.
That's the thing. It's the sense of. It's like almost like the sense of community has been lost. I'm not getting you on camera. Don't worry.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the Cookman Council should be behind it all. We've got a thing around here. Tally ho.
Yeah.
There we are.
I went in to see him yesterday. Actually,
He's right. Oh, okay.
I like him and all. He's a sound fella, mate. I've got the camera on me at the minute, so you're all right.
Doing more fucking work
Let me
than
turn it round.
Right, 56.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly that, me old boy. Exactly that. See, here's a nice little communal area. All been done out. This is looking nice here, isn't it? What? Stinks? Yeah, will do in this weather, mate. There's a lot of money to be made out of cleaning bins in this weather, I'll tell you. Just walking round having a mooch with a friend while the weather's nice and everything. That's been there years, that has.
What is it?
It's a pile of cemented stones. I used to play on this as a kid.
Hardcore.
Yeah. I used to rave on top of it. Big fish, little fish cardboard box.
Who's there? Is it round?
I think so. No, this is, I think this is Sharon Butcher's, I think.
Yeah, so
Some sofas here. If you want a sofa, there's a spare sofa. But I'm not seeing any motorbikes, I'm afraid. Which isn't good. Now, I'm out in all weathers doing recording and things like that, and people complain that I record and everything, but what else are you supposed to do? I mean, let's get real. You want to try and put Milton in a good light, don't you? This area has been a lot worse than what it is now, believe me. A hell of a lot worse. It's actually not bad now. So I'm not seeing any motorbikes hidden anywhere or anything else, so I'll keep looking, I'll keep my eye out. It looks like they've started opening the 2 garages up over there again to put rubbish in, for stop fly tipping and stuff. There's a mobility scooter in there. I think it's just there's a settee in there. I think someone's living homeless in there. What we'll do is we'll pop down Thorpe Road and go back that way. This is a lovely walk. My mate's just saying how warm it is and he loves the weather and everything, but when it's too hot, it's too hot. Is that what they say?
I like it warm, but I like it this warm.
And I'll tell you that for free.
Then again, I'm clammy in fucking winter.
Look at all the England flags, mate. Beautiful sight. Come on, England.
Fucking racist.
So yeah, today we've got 2 racists walking the streets. 2 bigoted racists. I don't know who that is. 2 bigoted, racist, fascist Nazis walking down the street. What are you doing?
I can't fucking eat it.
So we've got some blue, yellow and white bunting being put up. If anybody knows what it's for, let me know in the comments. This is the end of the video. It's just been a quick walk round today and everything else, doing a couple of favours for people. This has been Street Switch Photography. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Go and hit the notification bell and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. See you later.